Academic, Chapter 10, Section 1, Day 2 notes. All right, guys, my pre-cal students really struggle with this in the fall. So you guys will be doing this in about, what is it, April? You'll be doing this in 4 months. All right, sorry, summer's not that long. Stinks. Stinks to stink. Although summer break goes away when you're out of school anyway, so.
Where's the paper notes?
Paper notes. They're going to be next to Ava. Is there paper notes?
The sun was unknowingly
Oh my god.
So Chapter 10, Section 1, Day 2. We're going to talk about graphs of circles. Okay, so last class was about parabolas. Now we're going to talk about circles, okay? What's that? You hate circles. Why do you hate circles?
What they were doing in college.
It's different. This is
They're
different.
spelled weird.
You know what I hate the absolute most?
This is different from circles in geometry. It's harder. Okay? It's harder. It's more engaging. Right? It's better.
You know what I really hated though? You know when geometry when we used to talk about
Man, we're kind of drifting off today. Yeah, I know.
And it's like gross.
Okay? It's gross outside. Okay, so here right here, this is the general form for the equation of a circle. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna teach. If you guys just keep talking, you just won't do well.
Is it just the assignment?
This is the notes I'm looking at. What do you need? Oh, you just got the assignment. Notes are next to Ava. Okay, a circle has two features. A circle has two features. Two features that identify a circle. Two features identify a circle. Okay? It has a center and a radius. The coordinates of the center are h comma k. The radius is equal to r. So a circle has a radius and a center. If you know those two things, you can graph the circle. So notes are next to Ava. Man, everybody's bad. Everybody's all bad until we start taking notes. No, I appreciate this part.
One's like 30 weeks, one's not.
Is there going to be one?
Do you have like an early dismissal pass?
She's in her third trimester. She's due
Yes, we're doing it.
July 8th.
All right, so this first one, let's rewrite this using the general form. So the general form's right here, right? It's x minus something squared plus y minus something squared. What are the two somethings here? Yeah, they're h and k. What are their values here? Since there's no parentheses. Yeah, so this is technically x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared. And then let's rewrite the right side as something squared. Thanks, man. Take care. Let's rewrite the right side as something squared. 9 is what squared? 3 squared. Okay, so what's my center? 0 comma 0. What's my radius? 3. That's it. Let's graph it.
Is the graph going to be a circle?
The graph's going to be a circle, yeah. But that's, yeah. Bad time of circles in geometry?
I don't really remember. I love geometry personally.
Good.
I did.
I loved Algebra 1. I
hated Algebra
I
1.
had a 97 in that class at Mrs. Field.
Well, when you had
She's bomb.
You had Miss Woods, who was throwing water bottles at kids. Yeah, it wasn't really that simple.
All right, so let's put this one in the general form. I'm just missing what here? I should rewrite that as what? Y minus 0. This is x minus 2 squared plus Man, everyone's gone. Y minus 0 squared equals, and I should rewrite that 16 as what? 4 squared. I want to be part of your friend.
Sit down with us, Mr. Richard?
Alright, what's the plan for tomorrow? What's the plan for prom?
I have to. Well, I have a game tonight, so I gotta focus in on the game today.
Alright, so what's my center here? Not negative, it's going to be, they're opposite. Okay? My points are opposite. Opposite. Okay, center is the opposite of these two. Center is opposite. 2, 0. 2, 0. What's my radius? 4, okay? So the way you plot this is you plot the center, and then you just go 4 out from the center. What I like to do is I like to go like, I plot the center, then I go 4 above the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I draw those like little lines, and then I just make a circle. I connect the dots. And then on the iPad, it's nice because it. What the heck? I don't know what that is. I've never seen it do that. There we go.
People are getting ready.
There we go. That's how I like to graph it. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's go to this next one. What's my center?
And it has the
Negative 3, comma 4.
So my parents want me to
Good. What's my radius is a little different. So I need to rewrite this 20 as something squared. 20 is the square root of 20 squared. So my radius is the square root of 20, or
Pardon this interruption. At this time, all boys golf members should go to the Welsh
2 root 5.
Activity Center for their team pictures. Again, all boys golf members should go down to the Welsh Activity Center for team pictures.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. So plot my center, negative 3, 4. 2 root 5, that's about what? 2 times about a little more than 2. Let's go up about 4.5. So, thank you. All right. Have a good weekend. Enjoy prom. So the radius is not always a rational number. Sometimes there can be a radical in it.
It's like a
It's not perfect.
It's like a football.
Doesn't need to be perfect.
I want something like this. It doesn't need to be perfect. And the center should be perfect, but the radius. Probably. Who's your teacher?
It's the juice. I'm like, I don't really want to use it.
Sweaty and sweaty and like on top of each other.
Thank you.
Thanks. What's this thing? I wouldn't think of this thing.
Sorry, I got an email from Mr. Silverman about setting up for prom. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go to the next one. What? Yeah, is that okay? All right. So now they gave us the equation. We wrote down the center. Now we got to go the other way. Okay. So start with your shell. So just
You
start.
chaperone?
What?
You chaperone?
Start with that shell. Start with that shell, okay? For these, you can just do them the exact same. Just write that literally every time, and then just copy 3 in here, copy 5 into there, and then copy 2 into here. Just do it that way every time. You guys, is that cool? Is that chill? Okay, let's do that, right? Just copy down this little shell, right? Just write that every time.
Just solve the square on that side.
You can honestly leave it like that. For that one, 2 squared doesn't bother me. Don't leave it as root 3 squared, that would bother me. Just don't like that. Right, copy the negative 2 in here. So minus negative 2 becomes what? So it's plus 2. Copy the 4 in here. Then root 3 squared is just what? There's your answer. Not bad, not bad. What point is the origin? Yeah, the origin is 0, 0, right? So write your little shelly shell. Copy the 0 in here, copy the y in here, and then 5 root 2 squared. The whole thing is squared. 5 root 2 in parentheses squared. My 5 root 2 needs to be in parentheses. What is 5 root 2 squared? It's 50, right? If you get confused on how to do that, just do 5 root 2 times 5 root 2, which is 25 times 2. Okay. So 50. Alright. They're going to try to throw you for a loop. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. This is easy money, okay? Put it as a if it's 0, put it as a minus, just for consistency. Just for the sake of consistency. All right, so we're going to do x minus something squared plus y minus something. I'm just copying that down every time. Equals something squared. Literally just copying my guy down every time. Should be my gal too. Alright, literally just write the x coordinate in here, write the y coordinate in here, and write this. I'm wearing blue though. Close enough to teal. Alright, y minus -6, that's just what? Alright, 3 root 5 times 3 root 5, what's that? 9 times 5, which is 45. Yeah, get rid of the square. Sick. Can I do part E? Alright, x minus something squared plus y minus something squared equals something squared. Yeah, wait, I might not do mine. Okay. -5 copied in there. -7 copied in there. 8 copied over here. Minus -5 is technically what? Minus -7 is technically what? Plus 7. You can leave it as a squared if you want. Yeah, I don't care if you like the square root ones, yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna stop teaching. You want to just move on? Yeah, is anyone against me? Ooh, it's a kind of fraction. That's really tough.
What's different?
I'm not wearing them. That's not teal. That's like
Mid-grade.
this is way closer to teal than mid green.
It was a teal shirt.
I used to have a teal cathedral shirt that I did look for in my closet.
Paige is the president.
I am the president.
Really? It was the Rio de Janeiro like shamrock shirt.
I thought any blue was okay.
Okay, no.
I actually don't believe in the color blue. I'm actually a solipsist. I only believe in myself. Everyone else. Yeah, that's it. Hey, you'll love this. There's a philosophical school called solipsism, and they literally believe that everyone except themselves is an NPC. They're the only conscious like living beings.
That's the
And that like your actions that appear to be like influenced by free will are really just like an illusion. You're just like programmed. It's like a really complicated movie.
No, I can get behind that.
No, you can't.
I think we live in a simulation.
I think you came from a lab.
I think you are
You
a
are a
robot.
petri dish for
You
you.
came
You
from
the
the
same
same
lab
I have a very simple personality.
Jason
I will
Long
say.
and him
Very
came from
simple
the same lab
personality.
for sure.
I'm a man of simple taste. All right, so I copied on that little shell. Okay, you doing okay with this? Okay. Copy 1/2 in here. Copy -5/7 in there.
He is wearing teal.
Copy 3.7 over here.
You know? You know who
X minus 1/2 squared. Minus -5/7 is technically what? Y plus 5/7. And 3.7 squared, do that in your calculator.
My step accidentally called.
Okay, well, it's a decimal. I don't like that. Do it.
My step was like,
No, I don't like decimals.
I know. But you were third, weren't
yeah,
we were talking about that.
how did you hear about it?
Big ears.
With,
A flick?
with,
Okay, a picture?
which ones will you want us to put on topic?
I should cover it in glitter for prom. What if I glittered?
Even my sister
That's
can
so
even my
good.
sister's
I
getting
mean,
on social media. You see my dog. He's actually texting you.
Just sunscreen it for the spray tan.
Sunscreen it?
Gabby. Oh, yeah.
You're getting recycled.
All right. Okay, this is actually really hard. This is actually really hard. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually hard.
If he gets in it, it's
Okay. So there's no room here. There's no room. This is actually really hard. Okay, so please pay attention. Difficulty gets ratcheted up. Okay. So we have x squared plus y squared minus 9 equals 10. Okay? So we want to get that in standard form, right? So let's do, how do I want to teach this? What's going to be the best way? I'm going to teach it that way. Okay? So I have x squared plus y squared minus 9 equals 10. Do I have an x term anywhere? Is there an x term or just x squared? Just x squared. So I'm going to rewrite that as x, just x minus 0 squared. Okay? Okay. I'm getting there. Do I have a y term or just a y squared? So I'm going to do plus y minus 0 squared. And then just add the 9 to the other side. Add the 9 to the other side. Plus 9.
So it's gonna have to be.
No, 19. 19.
It's gonna have to be.
You would have loved my calculus class today.
well, she's not home, so
But wasn't she supposed to shoot? I think that's
she was supposed to drive. That's so
All right. So center is 0, 0. Radius is square root of 19.
as long as it can maybe.
Next one. This next one's a little tougher. Are you guys still in that number 3? The one thing people are going to screw up is someone is going to put 19 for the radius. Do not do that. Please do not be that person. Not that I don't want to shame someone for being, but please do not be the person who puts it's root 19. Right? We got to rewrite that 19 as something. Yeah, that 19 is something squared. It's going to be root 19 squared. No, 19.
What is that?
It's from it's a song called 19 by Paul Hardcastle. Only go on YouTube with your parents' permission.
I thought that was a Mr. Eshko original.
Do you know Mr. Spurgeon has a band?
He's a what?
He's a
A rapper.
Yeah, he does.
silly.
Okay. All right, Ryan, what are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? Yeah.
Oh my god, I have to tell you what happened later.
If you guys come to office hours for the quiz and you're confused, I'm like, what the heck? Why were you just chilling? Okay. This one's harder to get in standard form, okay? Let's deal with the y first real quick. What do I do about y? Is there a y term? No, it's just y squared. So I can rewrite that as just y minus 0 squared. Okay, so the y coordinate of my center will be 10. How do I deal with the x? How do I make that go away? No. Yeah, complete the square! Let's go! I gotta complete the square. So the way I deal with that is I take the number next to x, right? I do what with it? It's divided by 2 and square, right? So 10 divided by 2 squared, what's that? 25.
No, it's like Molly.
So this is going to become
Bobby.
x squared plus 10x
Okay. You see the progression?
plus 25 minus 25. Okay?
What's the point of adding that?
What's that?
What's the point of adding it?
Adding it allows me to factor these three terms to what? To x plus 5 squared. Now I have the x coordinate, my vertex. Add the 25 over to the other side. Okay, take this 25, add it over to the other side. Okay, I get x plus 5 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 25. Okay, rewrite the 25 as something squared. 25 equals what squared? So 5 squared. You have to complete the square there. Oh. I'm just doing that to help. If you can remember, fine. Like if you can remember on your own that, oh, I got 25 over here, but my radius is actually 5. That's fine. I'm just doing that to help people remember, get them in the habit of doing it the right way every time. X plus 5 squared. And then this is the part that you guys were all like, Stern, this is easy. Stop lecturing. So negative 5. Just negative 5, radius is 5. Just mansplaining algebra to you guys. That's what it is. Like,
I think that you're just teaching.
yeah. That's what I say to my mom when she gets mad at me for being condescending.
What?
I'm just teaching you, Mom.
This is why you should have worn teal.
I basically wore
he
teeth.
hates women.
Okay, I was a little too comfortable to laugh there.
Just so absurd.
That was a confirm of that.
Confirming
Notice how he's
what?
not denying it?
What?
You're saying.
You guys just trolling, man. You guys just trolling. me.
You hate women.
You're the biggest troll of all time. Every night homework equals troll.
Troll. Homework equals troll. Number 1 troll. All right. Let's do C now. Let's do C. Okay. So for C, the first thing I want to do is I want to group my x terms together and group my y terms together. Okay. So my x squared and my plus 6, I'm going to write those right next to each other. Okay. I'm going to leave a little space, because why? Complete the square. Right? And then I'm going to write my y terms next to each other. And I'm going to leave a little bit of space here, because why? Complete the square. There you go. Yeah, stupid square. So what am I going to add and subtract here? 9, yeah. 6 divided by 2 squared is 9. So I'm going to do plus 9 minus 9. Okay. What am I going to do to add and subtract here? Plus 4 minus 4. Okay. So factor the first 3 black terms. Factor the first 3 blue terms. All right. So I get, what is this factor to? It's very formulaic. I can just make it x and then plus that divided by 2 squared plus, and then what's my blue going to factor to? Y. Y, and then just divide it by 2. Minus 2. Okay. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget the little detail of add the 9 to both sides. Add the 9 over here. Add the 4 over here. Okay, so it's 36. It all equals 36. Is anyone confused where the 36 came from? Okay. How do I rewrite 36 as something squared? 6 squared. Okay, so there you go. That's how you do it. What's my center then? -3, 2. My radius is 6.
So it was 36 first, and then you had to switch it to 6 squared.
I have to rewrite it as something squared. I just don't want anyone to forget to square root the 36. So that's why I'm having you guys rewrite it. You just quit.
I would have vacuumed.
I'm excited to get ready. I didn't take pictures. I don't know if I'm excited.
I'm really excited.
There's like a solid 3 people. I'm scared of
Yeah, but I have a video, so
It's like I'm okay.
I'm trying to make a good video, so I'm still going.
This is being filmed.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
they're always filmed.
Well, I'm glad that people can hear it.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That would happen.
Very close to my mom and sister.
So you get a pass.
I get a pass.
Yeah, I can't spell. It definitely
He
is.
doesn't know. It's not how it works.
Canadian peers. I can't believe it.
I hate things like negatives. I think you should put everywhere like that.
All right.
So my sister went.
So for this one, you're gonna get the right answer for your center. What's my center? 2, -1. Okay. Radius is a little different, right? How do I deal with these 5s here? I want to get rid of these 5s. How do I do that? Divide by 5. Cancel, cancel. Divide by 5. My radius is what? What's my radius? Root 20, right? I rewrite that as root 20 squared. So the radius is root 20 or 2 root 5. Okay, let's do a really hard one. Let's do one more. Okay, let's do the very last one. Let's do the very last problem, okay? I'm on part H. Part H for those of you watching at home. Okay, so I'm going to write this down. I'm going to group together all the x stuff. So 4x squared plus 12x. Okay, leave a little gap. Then group together all the y stuff. Plus 4y squared plus 8y. Okay. And then leave a space. I'll have minus 51 equals 0. Okay. So I'm going to complete the square here. What do I need to do, though? What's the pain in the butt here? I've got to do what?
5 by 2
Not yet. The lead coefficient here has to be 1, right? So what do? Factor. 4 times x squared plus 3x. Okay. I divide my 3/2 by 2 and square it. I get 9/4, so plus 9/4. And then a minus 9 outside. All right. I do a minus 9 and not a minus 9/4 here because why? I have to multiply what I just added inside the parentheses by that front number. Then right here, plus 4 times y squared plus 2y. Divide the 2 by 2 and square it, you get plus 1. 4 times 1 is 1, so I do a minus 4 out here. This is minus 51 equals 0. Factor these 3 terms, you get x plus 3/2. squared, and I got that 4 here. Take the 9, add it over. Take the minus 4, add it over. Take the 51, add them over. And so then I have a plus 4 times y plus 1 squared. And then 9 plus 4 plus 51 is 64. Okay. I got to do what with these 4s? We got to divide both sides here by 4, so divide by 4. I get x plus 3 halves.
Okay, so if there are 2 different numbers in the front, do you like?
It won't be a circle if there are 2 different numbers. So it'll be that. It'll be the same every time. That's a great question. Okay, how do I rewrite 16 as something squared? So my center is negative 3 halves, comma negative 1. Radius is 4. Questions, comments, concerns? That's as hard as they get. Let's do that worksheet for Monday, please.